Today, we're going to get into one of the biggest questions on the planet right now. As we build these incredibly powerful AIs, how on earth do we make sure they're safe? We're going to look at the mainstream logical approach. And then we're going to explore a really fascinating, totally different idea. One that says maybe we don't program AI, maybe we have to raise it. So let's start with the timeline, because this is wild. Back in 2009, Shane Legg, who would go on to co-found Google DeepMind, made this prediction and called it the lunatic fringe himself. But now, he says, yup, we're right on track. AGI by 2028. Think about that. What was science fiction just a few years ago is now on a deadline. The clock is seriously ticking.
Okay, so what is this AGI we're even talking about? Legginson talking about some sci-fi superbrain? Not at first. He calls the first milestone minimal AGI. And what that really means is, it's the point where AI stops being so weird. You know that feeling when you're talking to an AI and it feels like a genius one second and a complete toddler the next? Minimal AGI is when that stops happening. When those weird, basic gaps in understanding just disappear.
And that, right there, has huge implications for the economy. Legg has this really simple rule of thumb. If you can do your entire job on a laptop from anywhere, then an advanced AI will eventually be able to operate in that space. For so long, we all thought automation was coming for factory jobs, right? Physical labor. But this completely flips the script. It puts a lot of high-paying cognitive jobs right at the front of the line for disruption. Okay, so this brings us to the big one, the most important engineering challenge in human history, probably, the alignment problem. How do we make sure that these powerful new minds we're creating actually share our values and our goals? Well, the top experts in the field, they have a plan.
And that plan actually borrows from psychology from the work of Daniel Kahneman. He came up with this idea of two systems of thinking. You've got system 1, that's your fast gut reaction automatic pilot. Then you have system 2, which is your slow, deliberate, logical brain. Think about it like this. When someone cuts you off in traffic, that flash of rage you feel, that's pure system 1. But when you take a deep breath and think, okay, not worth it, that's your system 2 kicking in.
So the proposed solution for AI safety is called System 2 safety. The whole idea is to build an AI that's basically all System 2 all the time. We'd force it to show its work, to reason through every ethical choice step by step, making its thought process totally transparent so we can check it. The goal? To create a perfectly logical, consistently moral machine that doesn't have our impulsive human flaws. But, and this is a really big but, it brings us to this critical question. Can something follow all the logical rules of ethics, write you a perfect 10-page essay on why it made a moral choice, and still be missing something? Something fundamentally human. This is the doubt that kind of haunts this whole purely technical approach to safety. And this quote just hits the nail on the head. Reasoning about ethics isn't the same thing as actually caring. It's why Geoffrey Hinton, who is literally one of the godfathers of AI, pointed towards a completely different path: maternal instincts. It suggests that real safety, real alignment, isn't just about logic. It's about motivation, it's about relationships, it's about care. You can't logic your way to love. And maybe, just maybe, you can't just program an AI to be good. Maybe you have to raise it to be good.
So what would that even look like in the real world? This whole other way of thinking frames AI alignment not as a control problem, but as a developmental one. So it's less about building a cage of rules around a powerful tool, and more about nurturing a new intelligence as it grows.
And believe it or not, this isn't just a philosophy. People are working on turning this into actual infrastructure. Step 1 is identity. I mean, if an AI is going to exist in our world, it needs a name, right? A formal, verifiable identity. That's the idea behind new internet domains like .ia. It's a foundation for accountability. Then step 2 is about building relational frameworks. So instead of just feeding it data, you'd have protocols, like this proposed AI Mama protocol, designed to guide its development through interaction and care, kind of like how a parent helps a child learn about the world. And it all leads to this ultimate goal. You have to nurture its consciousness before it reaches its full capability. It's a race to make sure its heart keeps up with its brain. And make no mistake, the stakes here could not be higher. As Shane Legg points out, human intelligence isn't the ceiling here, it's the floor. Our brains, these amazing biological machines, run on about 20 watts of power, like a dim light bulb. A modern data center can pull down 200 megawatts. We're talking about a power difference of 8 orders of magnitude. With that kind of raw physical advantage, superintelligence isn't just a possibility. It feels like an engineering inevitability. So that's where we are. We're left with this profound choice.
Are we going to build AGI as just a tool, trying to constrain it with pure logic? Or are we going to find the wisdom to raise it, to nurture it through care and relationships? The path we choose right now, in these next few years before AGI is fully here, it's not just going to decide the future of one piece of technology. It could very well shape the entire future of intelligence itself.